Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are back in the Cyclist tactics with our career mode playthrough. Old Empire Racing is starting its second season to bring glory to Archanan. More so than Telekom Archanan, who already has brought a lot of glory to Archanan. But that is the ones to beat, I guess. So we are going to continue our game. First season, right at the end. And we are loading back into it. And then get to the season evaluation. So where did we finish? It's looking pretty solid. That is good stuff. 8th in the Amateur League. And we were all the way down in 24th at the start. Overachieving in terms of our prestige score right there. And let me see. Yes. Overall we are in 26th. That will give us access to basically all races in amateur. All mixed races as well as all amateur races. So this should be pretty good stuff. We need to consider to do some of the mixed races then as well. We already have, of course, but we were more or less forced to, because there were no other options. Now we will have all the options. Good stuff, and what will happen is that 2 teams are going to be promoted, and 2 teams demoted. Let's see who is going to join us in amateur. Sala and Bianco Insurances, as well as Ultra Boost Energy Drink. Not so much glory for this Archanan team. But here we go. Okay, Weisshorn challenge wasn't that great. 0 prestige points. TTTC, Team Time Trial, just 40. Yeah, that was pretty shit as well. Roto Novobeskov could have been better for sure, yes. We did get 91 points towards our season rating, but outstanding was Vashduk, of course, which was won by... Who was it? Was it Pavel? No, Pavel Gusev? No. That was Dennis taking it, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. That was good stuff. The arrow went really well too. That was where Vladimir Antonov was shining. Now level 4, doing pretty well. He's getting places. So let's take a look at the evaluation. So our team finished at 26th, which is much higher than last year's rank, so that is fantastic. We performed well enough to be in a good position with our league. Yes, so we are safe, and we are getting close to the top. Looking good. Our sponsor is very happy with our season performance and has offered to significantly increase our funding for the upcoming season. Don't we like to hear that? Let's take a look here. You see what's going to happen here. This is pathetic funding, level 2, and we now have available to us level 3 and level 4 funding. That's a big upgrade. And we shall see that. I don't think we can even spend that amount of money. So we can just splurge. We can deck out the team as much as we like. And that will be cool. Let's see how that goes. We do need to grow, continue to grow though. And now, well, our team is looking very weak in comparison to other teams around our rank. Well, we are now in rank, what was it, 26th? Yes, rank 26. And around rank 26, the average strength of teams is way higher than what we are. That means if we want to be on par with them, we would have to increase our roster strength a lot. That is all good information, I guess, and nice to see the season performance there. And Dennis was the one who got the most points, but I'm happy to see that every rider in here got a decent number of points. And Pavel Gusev was the one who got the least by quite the margin. Yeah. Right, so here we have Vista Watch's team goes up to pro. Yeah, they should. They were way too strong. And Doriano Velotours is also going up. We didn't even see them, did we? Maybe sometimes. Ultra Boost Energy and, like I said, Salam Bianco is coming down. Alright, next season we need to now plan a new season. All the races are randomly generated for this new season, so nothing is as it was before, but the calendar will look similar. Well, not the access to the various races on the calendar, that will look very different. Ta-da! There you go. Yeah, that does look a lot different. We have full access to everything. One funny thing here too is that our team, of course, has leveled up. Or all the riders have leveled up. So right now, our team salaries cost 5,000. So with the current setting, or our old setting, we actually don't have enough for financing the team, even without having races selected. So yeah, we do need an upgrade to our funding level, that's for sure. So very poor is available, that's 8,000, so we could spend another 3,000 there. Or we go to poor funding level, which is the highest we can go to at the moment, and that gives us a total of 12,700, and if we go for expectations high, that gives us 13,800. But look at the expectation, or the prestige requirement, that has gone up significantly. So yeah, that's still very much doable, of course, even with the same team, but probably not if we are going to some of those much more difficult races and fail at them. Then this might become a little hard. As I don't even know how we are going to spend all this, let's first build the strongest team we can from our shortlist that we have for the season, and then see how we're continuing. Well, that rider here is definitely going on our list. Yeah, and then we have the choice, an easy one, between Frank Weiss and Frank Albrecht. They are basically the same level in practice, but that gives us the option to spec Frank Weiss a little differently than we would have with Frank Albrecht, who is 27, and he's going to quit cycling if he's not being picked up this preseason. So I think this will be a good buy, because we are going to pick Frank here, as he is going to be level 4 in no time. As soon as he partakes in a race, he will basically be level 4. And then I think I'm going to spec him into 8 energy per turn. He does have a decent-ish pool in energy, so that might be a good option. And also, he has 4 recovery. He's one for the stage races, especially when he's on fitness peak and has a decent amount of energy and some more attack points. Then he has also 5 recovery. That is powerful stuff. And we are going to see some longer tours and maybe some climbing tours too, where we can make him favorite. But we need to keep this in mind, that we have one good rider, good, not like super, but good enough, who might be able to compete on a major fitness peak in a mountainous race of several stages, preferably several stages, many stages, because that is where he's going to shine. So yeah, I think we're going to move him up. And is there anyone we want to get rid of? I mean, Pavel is a great helper. We have our time trial guys here. And, do we want to change anything? Do we have... No, David Perry is such a good rider. 35, he's going to quit after the season anyway. Oh, look at that. He's like, yeah, do you want to give an old man another tour? Do we want to switch him out for Justin Gray? He was a little lackluster, I have to say. I like David Perry's stats better for now. And he's not going to grow anyway. So, do we want to switch him out? I think we're going to race one race with David Perry, because then we also have some more support in cobble races for Sansa, our new leader rider. So that is going to be pretty cool. He's also a -1 mountain, and David Perry doesn't. That might help. So we're taking Justin Gray and say goodbye to Justin Gray. He does well. He has a lot of recovery though. That's pretty nice. But are we going to race? He might be a good guy for... We can afford it, of course. We could afford to well, Pavel is more expensive, so it's not about affording. Let's take a quick look at the race calendar. Do we have a big tour that is mixed? We do. Yeah, and flat. So that one might actually be something for David. There's the Piorna Challenge right there. the Arrow, which we definitely want to partake in again. That's a success race story for us. Oh, and then there's the Harvest Cup, of course. That one is pretty. It's a flat hilly archetype. So there are a few hills in here. Yeah, that's a little too hilly for David, isn't it? Whoa! Shit! What? What the hell is this technical stuff there? Wow! This is like undrivable. Unrideable. You need a mountain bike to get down there. Yeah, okay, but this one is quite a bit more hilly than one would think. Maybe a puncher would be able to succeed in this one. We don't have one of those. So I've made my selection of races. I think this can work out with our team reasonably well, at least. And I have switched out Justin Gray for David Perry, because we are going for some of the cobblies. And you might wonder why I haven't chosen specific races, like Felsbach, for instance. Look at who's joining. Well, Big Bank team. Yeah, and a few of the bigger ones. This one I'm still not quite sure about, because Kickstud Heritage Racing is coming, and they are specialized in exactly this type of race. And yeah, we are not necessarily, but it does look so beautifully enticing that I think I want to go anyway. This stage will be very much in our way, but that is quite the stage race. These climbs here are cobbled, so and that one too. It's a little hard to see in video, I guess. We should make this a bit more obvious, because currently it really isn't. Lightly cobbled, as is this stage. There's only one cobble sector there, so it's not too bad. And this one is tough. This one makes me a little worried, because that is not something for Sansa with all the climbing. And then you might wonder, well, but then they can go to Felsbach, right? This looks like a perfect stage for him. And I have to say, yeah, I kind of agree. This finish is looking really good. Cobbled climb there, cobble sector there, and then a heavy cobble sector right before the finish, so for the final turn, basically. He might be doing pretty well there. Even though the initial climbing is pretty tough, he can get through this, I believe. And then we look at who's joining. And yes, this is pretty stacked. Not quite as stacked as this one. That's why I'm not joining that one. Kraken Big Data is going second placed overall. And Hinterlands, who's going there? Hinterlands race. Well, Telekom Archanan. Ouch. I don't think we quite have what it takes to beat those guys yet. And also with the Coast race, also being a mixed event, by the way, there are two teams joining here. Telekom Archanan. No, not Telekom Archanan. Archanan Tourism, which has the... what's that? The guys with the same jersey as Telekom Archanan. But yeah, they are way, way less potent. And that means that we might have a shot at it. Yeah, two really good teams there. Fast Road Deliveries is in there too. Giga Cola Sport, they all have great riders in there. But this one is mostly flat. There's one mountain rating there, and that's it. So we could go for try for the mountain rating. Try to grab that with a really aggressive attack on this one. And then, well, yeah, try to compete for some really good results otherwise, with David Perry, for instance. And then there's Highport, who is joined by Fast Road Deliveries. Yeah, that's a solid competition there, but take a look at the stage. Loads and loads of tech sectors, and a few cobble sectors towards the end. Looking good. These tech sectors are all of severity 2, which means that this guy with a tech rating of 2 doesn't even see them. For him, this is a perfectly flat stage. So, beautiful stuff. And he's riding across all those cobble sectors without seeing them too. Either, rather, is the word. So yeah, that is looking like something that might work out pretty well. That means now the things that are remaining is to sign up our riders, which is a little bit more tricky this time because we have 6 riders, so we need to choose wisely. Only 4 riders can participate in each race. And yes, we are going to try the Dalbeck to Hammerbach 5-stage race that one will be cruel. I don't think we have any real chance there, but I still want to experience it with our team at the moment. The Arrow of Timur is quite easy this time around, only 84 nodes long. So we don't need to have a major fitness peak in that to be performing pretty well in it. Dennis here is very close to a level up, so maybe we should try to give him that win. Okay, I think I'm done here. This is looking decent enough. I'm a little unsure with the fitness peak for David Perry versus Sansa here, because I can't really fit in a major fitness peak in February that just sacrifices that minor fitness peak which is in front of it, and that also makes it a little, inconvenient. I do want to be able to win Highport, and I have 2 guys to give it a shot. Although, maybe I can switch that out to... No, wait a second. No. David Perry needs to be there. Sansa, though, has his minor fitness peak. That could be enough to take that one. Because he's just going to roll over everything there and just be like, yeah, whatever. Get out of my way, you nooblet, he's going to say. And with a Duluth accent, of course. And, Pavel might not be the strongest rider in that instance, but probably has a level up until then. Although he's not racing that much. So maybe going for the coast race instead, with David, might be a good idea. And Sansa is having his major fitness peak for the sprints, and that also... Pavel could try to win this one. And Ellisborough... there are a few technical sectors in there. We could do it like this, and then bank on the fact that Vladimir and the others, Pavel, our classics, are going to pull through on the sprints. It's not a major event, but it has prestige rating 6, so there is a decent amount of prestige to grab there. And then we wouldn't take him, but rather Dennis. All great in time trial and having a burst of speed, which is required for these super short stages. Look at that, how tiny they are. Look at this, beautiful. And I take Frank Weiss as well, who is our climber guy, to take the mountain jersey. That's his only job. Of course, Frank also gets, on his major fitness peak, the Vitesse Spring Open. I think that is suitable. Look at this stage. Beautiful. And the probably most difficult hills of Vastuk I have ever seen. What kind of stage is this? Another consideration here for the sprints is, of course, that, well, it is a Deluan race, which means that the roads on average are pretty good. There are a few tech sectors in here, so a plus in tech might not be the worst thing ever. But I do want to take along Pavel as well. He doesn't have as many shots as I would like over the course of the season otherwise. So 4 riders for every race. I think we're done here. No, we're not quite. There's one fitness peak missing. Where do we want to place it? I think we're pretty stacked, so I'm going with... I can't place it in Vastuk, and that wouldn't help either. David Perry is going to the Southern Loop Classic. Only 3 teams signed up so far. These numbers, by the way, are not getting updated. They are just whatever is in the top row here at the moment, which is, of course, completely wrong. Apart from when they are updated and you have actually selected a race which has mixed status, then it does update. So whenever you see an amateur event in there that has a rating like this, 3 pro teams, yeah, that's not the case. But that's going to get fixed in the next hotfix. I'm recording these episodes a little ahead of time, of course. But yeah, we're done here. So everything is good. International focus, is that what we want? Do we get enough peaks here? These are in a bit of an awkward spot, so let me see if I can get anything else. This is just Vastuk here, and then we have for national just Southern Loop Classic and Vastuk, instead of Hammer and Vastuk. Okay, 2 majors. Yeah, no, this is a minor, this is a major. This is very hard to see, by the way, yes. I know. We are going to change that too. So which one do we want? I think we're going with the national one. National pride. Archanan pride. Let's go. Oh, yes, by the way, we have so much money left over. Let's check out the details. That is 20% over, which gets us a rebate of 142 points, prestige points, lower sponsor target than what we would have if we used up all the budget. Good stuff. We are 23.7% under budget. Yeah, that is a little wasted only. So perfect. I like it. We are going to find a lot better a lot better. Significantly better riders here in scouting. And that is also because all kinds of riders have become available to us because they got kicked out of other teams. And there's some great talent in there, which we might be able to pick up. But they are not very high-level riders either. So we might actually scout something that is high up. And yeah, that means we need to develop our own riders here. Maybe land a lucky one again with like Sansa. But now it is time to race a quick stage, and that will be in the Mixed League Tour, which is really scary. And that is, oh yeah, we see the full participation there now. Yeah, okay. This one will be tough. Race preview, here we go. Desert Sprint is up first. Oh wow, this year's edition of the Hegenberg round. Look at this. That's brutal. So steep, those climbs, and some of them cobbled. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice stage layout there. And Great Lakes Tour. Let's get through that too. Johnny Long is doing it. Yes. That's probably my favorite name in there. Yeah, it comes is right up there with Max Van Dyck and Dickie McSpeck, of course. So, yes, Hills and Valley. And now we should be going to Dahlbeck to Hammersbach. And who is joining here? Ooh, ouch. Karl Seidel. Level 2 time trial and 1 in mountain. But he doesn't have cobble. So we might be able to beat him there. This is looking like a rider who is dangerous, though. 1 in cobble and 2 in flat. That means he has a -1 in mountain, though. And then we have our guy, of course, here with 2 cobble and 2 mountain, 1 downhill. Might be a little dangerous too at level 9. And what more do we have? Frank Washington, level 3 downhill. Fedor here might be doing pretty well too. He's an all-rounder. Basically has no negatives. Yeah, I think we might have a shot at it. There is proper competition here though. Okay, let's start the race. This is a flat prologue, 57 in length. David Perry. David Perry doesn't need to win anything here. He's not our guy for the overall standings. So what we're going to do is save some energy. And I think we can do that by just moving him to there, an 8-1, getting through the damn technical section. Frank Weiss, kind of the same story there. He has so little attack points though. Yeah, he needs to move there. This is just killing him. And then we have Sansa, who does have ambitions, of course. And yeah, that's one thing that you see for non-sprinters, of course, is that they don't necessarily suck at time trials, even though he has the capacity of a sprinter. He's neither good at time trials, nor does he suck at them. And, of course, it's raining. It is February in Gasmea, in northern Gasmea. Of course it's raining. We don't want to waste too much here, though. This is looking solid for the next turn. We can easily get there. Don't want to... Yeah, we kind of have to spend as much as possible there if we want to compete. Dennis Tarasov. Yes, please. You need to move pretty hard. You might have a shot at getting... does it really matter? Doesn't look like he has a proper shot at it with this. So he probably should save himself a little. Yeah, okay. I'm going to slowball him, like this. Move him there. Save some attack points, save some energy. Take it easy, mate. It is not your tour to win. Okay, here goes Sansa. And he might... if we move him here, he will take the win. Very likely. Because, yes, this is the better move. More energy efficient and stuff. But this gets us so close to the line that with the next move, we will be powering across and get quite far. This is 4 nodes. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to go for that. This is emptying us out. Ouch. So we have a bit of a rest stage, the next one. We don't necessarily have to compete for the win there. So, yeah, let's go hard. Let's try to get one win and be in yellow. Oh, a few riders behind the time limit. What is this? This is looking a little brutal. Let me see. So we can move across here. How much are we getting back? 4 attack and 5 energy. Yeah, I guess that is viable. So let's go for the win here. Yeah, just about. Very nice. And I hope the time limit doesn't grab my riders there. We did win the stage, so that's good stuff. Should be way down here, and yeah, we are clear. That's all good. So, leading yellow, wearing yellow for a day. That already gives us a bit of prestige, of course. And that is the podium. That's cool. So after tomorrow's stage, we will have a bit of a bonus here for days worn. And this is a mixed event, which means that it does give a decent amount of prestige doing so. Currently, it looks like we're going to win. Well, yeah, that's very relative. But this is overall an easy stage, so we will be able to recover. Look at that, he doesn't recover up to full. He has not lost enough energy, though, no one has, to actually be drained. So this will just be an energy saver, put in a final burst, stay with the leaders, maybe grab a podium if we can, but save your power for this one more so. And then especially this one. This one will be crucial to stay up front and not lose too much time here. And then whatever we have left is going to be spent on this one. Alright, I think we are going to end it here for today's episode. So much planning was involved. Looking good though. I really like our season setup, even though we are a little under budget. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.